I think it's time for us to talk about one of my favorite Latino artists, Tyga. How do you feel about this recent
look at this
controversy?
messy ass fucking white boy.
Did you see the I Caramba video?
Fuck.
What? Let's talk about it. Did you see the video and did you think it was offensive?
I really don't care.
Okay.
I honestly don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying, my boy? Like,
Everybody was like, "Do no."
I feel like every time a big artist does something like that, there's a lot of fools who like start tripping off it. But I'm not worried about shit like that. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, dude. The motherfuckers been doing this all the time. You know what I'm saying? The YG did it. Who else? What's that fool?
Tyga did it like 5 times.
The one Blueface did it with that one fool.
With all the Cardinals, the fucking for AMBJ.
And every time somebody drops something like that, fools be tripping. But I'm not worried about it. Me personally, I'm not worried about it.
Right.
But if that's what if that one my people is pushing, we tripping, then hey, I guess we tripping. My
You
boy.
couldn't make a black song though, right?
I don't know what a black song
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's kind of weird.
I think he means like basically. So this was the take I got, right. So when I said what I said, I was like. And there's just because I seen your stupid aess little take on it.
Oh, yeah.
Duno,
We're gonna get to that. Yeah.
Fucking Duno said we should all stop killing each other. First of all, we motherfucker, you're white. Two,
You said that.
No, I'm just saying.
You said we.
No,
Obviously, we're talking about mainstream
When I
people,
said
not
we,
me.
I meant in the industry wise. Half of us. I mean, half of the Latinos don't get along. Am I lying?
I don't know. You told
Weirdo,
me.
am I lying?
Yeah, no,
half of us don't get along, or half the people don't get along. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got no beef with nobody. You feel me? I ain't worried about that shit. I'm out here making my money, doing my thing, this YouTube shit. If anything, I'm the one that does anything else different than every other Latino.
Exactly.
You feel me? Everybody else raps. So when I said my take, I was basically saying like, what about y'all work with each other? Like, bro, Tyga's not gonna respond to none of y'all.
Tyga don't give a fuck.
Fuck,
He's
Tyga
gonna
does
get
not.
his bread
Cause
either
like in
way.
a
You
couple,
know?
in a couple
No.
months, nobody's gonna care.
And
no
then
more.
because they was like, you're not backing us. I'm like, bro, I support us probably more than anybody.
But you know why Mexican people are offended by it because
No,
it's
100%.
like it feels like
Yeah.
the culture is a costume that he can kind of put on. And in that video, it's very literal. He's saying "I caramba." He's saying all this crazy wacky shit visually. And
but I
everything.
think everybody's take was like, oh, do no things. And I'm like, bro, the song fucking sucked and it was trash. The song was bad. And I said that in that video, but everybody was like, you're going against your people. I'm like, nah, bro. First of all, bro, we first generation Latino over here. Like, my first language is Spanish, dog. My mom's a fucking
You wouldn't go against the grain.
Yeah, come on, bro.
But you
That's
just trying to tell people chill out.
like I'm like, bro, like the more we work, the better we do. Like this shit right here, or when I go fuck with you or Lil Maru or with Dinero or like even Swifty fucking with Yak, let them do their thing. That's, if anything, that probably might help us over here in LA or any Latino, Sway doing this shit with other rappers and shit like that, bro. Like, you feel me? But fool, Tyga's not gonna sit there and be like, damn, there's a bunch of rappers that are mad at me. Maybe I should. He's not gonna do that.
But that's not the point, right? Like people could be offended by it, even if they know that Tyga's not gonna respond.
I personally, I don't care about the song. You feel me? But I understand why people are offended. 100% I understand why people are offended. Like, this was eating burritos with bottle sauce and fucking just like a fat cholo and a lowrider. Yeah, I definitely understand where people are coming from.
I get it too. I don't got no take on it. But whatever my people is pushing, that's what it is with me. I mean, I'll never go against the grain.
I think that if Tyga had given Lil Weirdo a verse on there, then we wouldn't be hearing this argument. They would be like, hey, you made a fucking goofy song making fun of Mexican shit, but at least he's showing some love to the community, right?
Fucking, you would have been on the song, he would have asked you for a verse?
I don't give a fuck. I'm on that motherfucker. Come on, Tyga, tap in. I ain't doing the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'll take care of my whole family and shit. Tyga tell me get on the song, I'm on that motherfucker. Come on, boy, let's get it cracking.
Boy, even if he dressed like a fat brown cholo in a lowrider.
To a certain extent, nigga. Once you start super
because I totally understand. Like I said, bro, like obviously that fool was out of pocket. I understand people's take. Like if any other Latino rapper or white rapper would have done that towards the black community, this shit would have been, you feel me? But I didn't. I'm like, fool, like, I mean, but I guess I'm seeing it in a comedic way. I think a lot of shit's funny. Like, yeah, I don't think a lot of shit should be taken serious. But obviously, bro, people's generation is crazy. Like, American Cholo, he's older than me. He's 47. Bro's take is, that fool could damn, he's my mom's age. My mom literally just turned 48. Like, his take's obviously going to be different. They're from a generation where black and brown wasn't, you feel me? Like, it's not like that, you know what I mean?
But do you think that there is the black-brown beef mostly over from your perspective? From my perspective,
See,
I was hearing about it even
for
like
the most
the
part,
last couple years.
we don't have too much black and brown beef.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
San Diego's known for being like this with the black and brown shit.
yeah, like bro, he be with the whole fucking Siete gang. Like they cool as fuck.
Shout out Kiki right
yeah,
here, right
you
now.
feel me?
That's
You
my
feel me?
boy.
When I'm in San Diego, we with everybody. But I just think that generation went through it more. Obviously, there's hoods out here in LA that are always gonna beef it. There's black hoods. There's Mexican gangs that are always gonna beef it. In jail, everybody does their thing. But I think for the most part, everybody. I mean, at least from people in the industry, I think, you feel me, slowly but surely.
For the most part,
are getting along.
when it's like that, it's more of a neighborhood thing because
Yeah.
this hood is feuding with this hood, and it's a black hood and a Mexican hood.
Yeah.
But they fuck with this black hood over here, and these fools from over here, and these fools
Yeah.
from over here. So it's not really a black and brown thing. It's more of like a neighborhood thing.
Yeah, but I also think it depends where you were raised. Like, obviously,
Exactly, that
like,
part
I
too.
think, like, if you're in South Central and your main rival is a black gang, well, obviously your take's gonna be different than everybody else's take. If you're a Mexican hood in Compton, some of your main rivals then there's hoods like in Mid City where they share hoods with Mexican gangs and they
It's the same thing
and
in
they're
San
like
Diego.
best friends. You know what I mean? I just think it depends where you were raised or how open minded you are. You feel me? But like I said, every take was personal. You feel me? But yeah, we Latino, we support 100%. Like I said, I didn't think the song was that serious, and I feel like them tripping on Tyga, it should have been more like us. That song should have been like, you know what, man, we should start fucking with each other more. Let's get each other more popping and shit like that. But I guess I could see where I made it into a joke and everybody was like, well, you not supporting us. I'm like, fool, like, you feel me? But I get it. I mean,
Could you sit down with American Cholo, or are you
yeah, have a conversation,
Why
yeah.
was that fool was talking or?
Yeah,
He
he
made a
just,
video calling Duno out.
yeah, he didn't like my
I
take.
love he did it.
Yeah, he didn't like my take.
Yeah.
And then he brought up the brown bag, which was kind of like, I mean, I'm the one that did the video, but he's like, well, you have a podcast named The Brown Bag. And I'm like, in The Brown Bag, we talk about brown issues all the time. Our vendors, we have a whole segment called Brown Pride where we sit there and give shout outs to upcoming Latino rappers or fucking storefronts or businesses that are coming up. We call our moms on there that only speak Spanish, whether it's Salvadorian, Guatemalan. So we support our Latino. That's probably the only, I feel it. Like I said, his take, I respected. He older, you feel me? I'll sit down and have a conversation. I could do that, you feel me? That's what I do for a living. But I think like not knowing your full background on what I've done for our people, like for Mexicans or just Latinos in general coming up and what the homies I've done, I was like, then you got to do your homework, you know what I mean? Because if anything, I'm right here just trying to fucking push for us even more, you feel me?
Hey, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe. We just hit 200K. We're trying to get to 300K.
Turn us up.
Appreciate y'all.
Let's go.